Join and play today on GeForce Now. What is up, everybody? It is Thursday, GFN Thursday, and you're looking at Baldur's Gate 3 right now on your screen. And I'm going to be playing this game at up to 4K 120 FPS, fully maxed out in just a moment's time. So don't go anywhere. And I'm also going to be adding gameplay of Dying Light 2 because I do want to show off the rewards that I will be discussing in a moment. So let's get into it, you all. It's party time. All right. What is going on, everybody? Each and every week, you will see me live streaming at 4K 60 FPS. All right. But you're looking at right now the official GeForce Now blog. And this is the place to go if you like to stay current on all things GeForce Now. Now, before we continue and get into today's news, we're going to go back 3 weeks ago to remind you all that the ultimate upgrade has begun, as GeForce Now RTX 4080 SuperPODs began rolling out. That was 3 weeks ago. Just 2 weeks ago, DLSS 3 delivered the ultimate boost in the latest game updates on GeForce Now. And then just last week, 3 cheers as GFN Thursday celebrated the 3rd anniversary with 25 new games being announced. And that celebration is going to continue throughout the whole month of February. So let's get ready for it, you all. And let's get into today's news. It says here, gather your party. GFN Thursday brings Baldur's Gate 3 to the cloud. Celebrate hashtag 3 years of GFN with the Dying Light 2 reward in 3 new games. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but just keep in mind that there's over 1,500 games available on GeForce Now. I can already hear it. Somebody somewhere is saying, Storm, only 3 games? But I'm like, I have hundreds of games to play. It's okay if they only bring 3. All right? So I had to get that out of the way. We're going to continue all. Shout out to the lovely, the wonderful GeForce Now community where everything happens in HDR at 4K 120 FPS. Or maybe with frame generation on, or DLSS 3, 2, or NIS, reflex on, plus boost, and more, all right? So I have to get this out there, you all, because it's no secret that I'm always super excited about this stuff. I love GeForce Now. I love the products that Nvidia provides, all right? And I want more gamers to be exposed to this stuff because it's just too good to be true at times. But I do want to bring your attention to the conference for the era of AI and the metaverse that's going to be taking place next month on the 20th to the 23rd. So do check that out if that's down your alley. But venture to the Forgotten Realms this GFN Thursday in Baldur's Gate 3, streaming on GeForce Now. Now, I always like to show people that the game is ready to go. I have it loaded and locked right here. All I have to do is hit the play button. So do stick around. And before I continue, I'm just going to show you these settings right now in case I forget. We're rocking with version 2.0.48. So do make sure that you're current because, you know, you want to have the latest download or the latest update. All right. And we don't talk too much about downloads because you don't have to download games over here on GeForce Now. But what you're looking at over here is all my accounts synced. Well, some of my accounts sync because I do have games that I play from using the EA app as well as GOG.com. But you're looking at Ubisoft, Epic Games, and Steam all sync, so I don't have to worry about the sign-in process when I play my games on GeForce Now. Also, I'm going to be connecting to US Central because remember, it is a rollout. The 4080 SuperPODs are not available in all areas just yet, and I know gamers are clamoring to get their fingertips on this technology, right? Now, moving down, we have 4K 120 FPS selected, so I'm never gonna play games with your hearts and your minds. What you're gonna get is what you're seeing on the screen right now, all right? 75 megabits per second bit rate, and then if I wanted to turn on HDR or auto HDR, I could do so by just switching that feature on my desktop PC that I'm going to be using to play today. And you see reflex on right here, you all. New feature in the newly announced RTX 4080 SuperPOD, aka the ultimate tier upgrade that just happened. So with that being said, the last thing I want to show you is resolution upscaling to make everything look even more beautiful or sharper or detailed. You can always experiment with this. You can turn it off if you don't like the way it looks, and you can put it on high like I like to do, okay? And then lastly, the in-game graphic settings, where you don't have to tinker with your graphic settings. You just set it to ultra using the 4080 SuperPods and you just go. But moving back, we're gonna focus on what we came here for, and that is the news. So it says celebrations for the cloud gaming service's 3rd anniversary continue with the Dying Light 2 reward that's to die for. It's the cherry on top of 3 new titles joining the GeForce NOW library this week. And I have all 3 titles up here, and I do like to shout out the developers and the publishers each and every week, because without those people, we will be playing no games. All right, so Roll for Initiative. Mysterious abilities are awakening inside you. Embrace corruption or fight against darkness itself in Baldur's Gate 3. You can find that on Steam. A next-generation role-playing game set in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. A little series that I'm familiar with, you all. But I have not gotten too deeply into Baldur's Gate 3. I have tried it on another service, but I can't wait to see what it's going to perform like on GeForce NOW's Ultimate tier today. Choose from a wide selection of D&D races and classes, or play as an origin character with a handcrafted background on underpowered PCs and Macs. Adventure, loot, battle, and romance as you journey through the Forgotten Realms and beyond from mobile devices. That's right, you can use your phones, iPads, etc. you all to stream GeForce NOW at up to 120 FPS as well. It's crazy, right? Play alone and select companions carefully though, or as a party of up to 4 in multiplayer. Level up to the GeForce NOW Ultimate membership to experience the power of an RTX 4080. And there it is right there, you all. RTX 4080 in the cloud and all of its benefits, including up to 4K 120 frames per second on PC and Mac, and ultra-wide resolution support for a truly immersive experience. Now, Dying Light, oh, see, I always want to say Dying Light. I always get ahead of myself, you all, but dying to celebrate this anniversary. Shout out to the person that wrote this. To celebrate the 3rd anniversary of GeForce NOW, members can now check their accounts to make sure they received the gift of free Dying Light 2 rewards. And I'm going to be showing those off in a moment. And I think I'll start with Dying Light 2 first and then get into Baldur's Gate 3, because I do have to go through the character creation process and more. So again, stick around for that. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because I have hundreds on my way to thousands of GeForce NOW 3080 and 4080 related videos. So do come back for more of those, people. I go live at any time. The storm is always unpredictable. Now, claim a new in-game outfit dubbed post-oppo, complete with a rough duster, bleak pants, well-worn boots, tattered leather gauntlets, dystopian mask, and spike bracers to scavenge around and parkour in. Members who upgrade to Ultimate and Priority memberships can claim extra loot with this haul, including Apache Paraglider and Scrap Slicer weapon. Visit the GeForce NOW Rewards portal to start receiving special offers and in-game goodies. So I'm going to show you all how easy it is to claim those items each and every time GeForce NOW offers them. It says how to access your rewards. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, you all. Number 1, log into your GeForce NOW account. Number 2, click update reward settings. Number 3, check the box and wait for rewards. It's that simple. I almost memorized it. Now, going back here, it says welcome to the weekend. Buckle up for 3 more games supported in the GeForce NOW library this week, and that is first, Recipe for Disaster, as you can see up here. We'll get to those in a moment. And then members continue to celebrate hashtag 3 years of GFN on our social channels, sharing their favorite cloud gaming devices. And I've been having a lot of fun checking out what people's setups look like, and, you know, as you will see soon, like some of their most beautiful gaming moments in game. All right, but let's start right here. I always like to encourage people to follow GeForce NOW on Twitter. Is how I stay updated on the fly in real time with every tweet that they drop. I always get it just like that, you all. Now it says we asked which device you played GeForce NOW on the most, and you did not disappoint. From 3D printed Razer Kishi setups to Asus laptops. Here are our top 3 favorite submissions to celebrate hashtag 3 years of GFN. All right, so do go and check those out. I know some people who have dropped some tweets out there to join in on the fun, including myself. You may see my tweets, so go out there and check it out, you all. Now, follow hashtag 3 years of GFN on Twitter and Facebook all month long and check out this week's question. It says here, what's the most beautiful place you visited in-game on GFN? Reply with the screenshot or game capture for a chance to win an Nvidia G-Sync at MSI Gaming. All right, that's the MEG 381 CQR ultra-wide gaming monitor and celebrate hashtag 3 years of GFN. Now, I'm not sure what the deadline was for that one. It could still be available or it might have closed yesterday. I know I got in just before it was over. And I did drop a picture, a beautiful picture of a Plague Tale Requiem running in HDR or something like that. You are auto HDR, I can't remember, at 4K 120 FPS. So hopefully I will win. Wish your boy good luck. And now it's time to move on to these games. I'm gonna close this out. First up, Recipe for Disaster. We're gonna go ahead and claim this one in real time right now on Epic Game Store to show you all how easy that is to do. So a game that's valued at $17 USD, I'm gonna go ahead and place my order and get it for free. And I know that rhyme, that's called bars. So we're gonna close out of this right here. I do have that game and I don't have to worry about downloading it. Even a game that's small in file size, I don't have to worry about downloading the game at all. Okay, I just click on and play instantly on GeForce NOW. So we're gonna shout out Dapper Penguin Studios and publisher Casito Games. This one was released on August 11, 2022. All right, with an initial release of November 3rd, 2021. Next up, we have Baldur's Gate 3. I know millions of people are gonna be excited to play this one, so this is not a small title coming to GeForce NOW. In fact, it's the opposite. Very positive reviews overall. Over 51,950 players have decided that it is a very positive game, or a great game, put it like that. So much so that they rated it high as very positive. Now next, and you all know I'm already clamoring to get into this gameplay, but I have to get through this, and I'm glad there's a short list of games so I can do so. So here we go. Release date October 6, 2020. Developed and published by Larian Studios. Shout out to them. Next we have Cartel Tycoon. Last but not least, I can't even talk today, y'all. My mind is just done. All I want to do is play these games. Very positive reviews recently and mostly positive overall. Released on July 26, 2022. Shout out to developer Moon Moose and publisher Tiny Bill. All right, and now let's get right to it. We're gonna stop this music for you all and we're gonna go down here. Shout out to the RTX 4090 that's inside of this PC right now that I'm using to stream this. And here we go. Again, you're looking at the desktop app, and I'm gonna go to Dying Light 2 first, and we're just gonna show off some of those items that I mentioned earlier, all right? And then we're gonna hop over to Baldur's Gate 3, make that character, run around in the world a little bit to show you all how it performs. And then we're out of here for today, but do stay tuned because I will be streaming Baldur's Gate 3 and so many more games. There's hundreds of games that I could stream to you all. And I've already streamed over 50 easily, and maybe even up to 10 or 15 using the RTX 4080 SuperPods. So do check that out, you all. And again, hit that like button because I do this for you all. I would be doing it anyway because it's so much fun. But I definitely do it to help the next gamer out, you all. So I hope you can appreciate it each and every week. All right, so here we go. We're gonna hit Control+N. Boom, bring up the full size overlay. That shows you network stability, frame loss, packet loss, bandwidth. All right, how much bandwidth you're using. Connection type, whether it's Ethernet or Wi-Fi, all right? And then the stream, which is most important to me, the resolution, which is 4K, 120 FPS. And then lastly, at the very bottom is server location. And I'm streaming this at over 1,500 miles away to Dallas, Texas from my actual location. Okay? So let's skip this real quick. We're going to use mouse and keyboard right now. And Baldur's Gate 3, I know you can use mouse and keyboard or controller for both of these titles that I'm going to be streaming for you today. But I can tell you all right now that this game right here, Dying Light 2, runs very, very well with ray tracing or without. So all I want to do is go back to my hideout real quick. And I think I went into the stash yesterday. Shout out to GeForce NOW for providing creators with you know, sometimes we get early access on things like this, you all, to bring these videos to you. However, I like to do my videos on Thursday, on GFN Thursday, so I can read that blog to you all live. All right. And it's a way for me to not miss out on any announcement that GeForce NOW makes. So with that in mind, we're going to hit options. We're going to go straight to video settings. I know a lot of us care about that. There you go, resolution right there, Nvidia reflex on plus boost, DLSS quality, all right, frame generation on, a 40 series exclusive feature, frame generation, you all, that makes the FPS skyrocket, all right. So read up on these features, you all. They may blow your mind once you realize what they do. Now, we're gonna go to advanced settings as well. We have ray tracing on, okay? And everything is pretty much gonna be maxed out. Ray trace flashlight is even on. So, we're not gonna play this too much, but I do want you all to see. We're gonna hit yes, save that, and then here we go. Now, load times are not too long as the SuperPods come equipped with super fast SSDs as well, the things that we don't think about, you all. And I know some people are curious about the CPUs, but for me, I'm mostly getting over 100 FPS in any title I want at 4K. So I'm very happy with that. It doesn't matter what CPU is being used, in my opinion, at 4K. I'm getting well over 60 FPS. So I'm very satisfied. Now, we're gonna hit Control plus N again. And here we are, running this game beautifully with G-Sync on. If you look in the top right corner of the screen, I hope you all can see that G-Sync is enabled. So there's no tearing that I can see at all on my display, right? So the pots and pans and everything back there is super clean, super smooth, no blurriness at all, okay? Same with the lantern right there. But let's go to the stash real quick. I think I've already taken everything out last night though. So, yep, I have these items over here. And if I scroll down, we have the dystopian mask right here, as promised. The tattered leather gauntlets right there. We have for the torso, the spike bracers, and they look pretty cool to me. The bleak pants right there, and then the well-worn boots. Now for the patchy paraglider, I think I can go to extras and show that off. All right, here we go. Right here is the patchy paraglider. I may not be able to use that one in game right now because I'm not sure if I'm at a point where I can even paraglide. So with that said, you all, you're looking at the beautiful, the smooth Ferrari Enzo running Dying Light 2 on GeForce NOW's RTX 4080 SuperPods. And this is why I get so excited about it. And I don't want to read anything when I make these videos, but I have to for you all. All I want to do is show you all how smooth this is and how it feels. And that's like playing on my 4090 that I just mentioned earlier, you all. RTX 4090 is inside this PC, yet I'm able to stream in the cloud, and it feels as if I'm actually playing on my 4090. This guy doesn't stand a chance. All right. Now I don't want to break my new weapons. I think I have an old axe or something like that. I don't think I equipped the new stuff. I'm not going to do that yet, but I will do it in another stream. So there you go. Watch this. Smooth. Look at that. Turn on a drop of a dime. No latency at all. If there was latency, I would tell you. So that's Dying Light 2, people. I don't want this video to be too long. As you see, averaging over 120 FPS at 4K with ray tracing. Enough said. All right, over 1,500 miles away, this is being streamed. All right, we're going to close out of this one, people. I'm telling you all, the performance is serious. So if I sound giddy and fanboyish and all that stuff, I always say to people, I don't care. Does not matter to me because I'm gaming at a higher level than most people on the planet Earth. So I'm very satisfied with that. I think that's an even trade-off. All right, call me what you want, but call me that dude that's playing at a high level in the cloud. Okay, next up, Baldur's Gate 3. Now, I do want to show this before I jump into the game, and then I'm going to shut it down after I create my character and run around in the world of Baldur's Gate. I do want to show you the get button where you can go over here and it'll take you directly to. Now, I don't know why it took me God of War right there. I have no idea why it took me to God of War. Did I click on God of War? There it is. That's why. So what you want to do is click on the right or left side of the box right here or the picture. And then it says Baldur's Gate 3 clearly. God of War, I don't even want to see that game right now. It runs amazing on GeForce Now. I completed that game on the 3080 tier on GeForce Now. God of War 2018. From start to finish on GeForce Now. And it blew my mind. I give it like 100 out of 10, something like that. Yeah, that sounds about right. 100 out of 10, that's how impressive that was. Now, Baldur's Gate 3, as you see, the get button took me directly to the page where I can purchase this game. But I've already done that, okay? And look at the amount of time that I spent on it, 0.1 hours, to show you that I just bought the game, obviously, because it just became live. So we're going to go back. We're going to go down here. As you see, we're still streaming at 4K 60 FPS. I wanted to say 120, but I can stream at 4K 120 FPS as well. But we'll save that for another video. Here we go. Baldur's Gate 3 running on the RTX 4080 SuperPods, you all. I don't even know what we're about to experience right now, but you're seeing it live. So tell a friend about it. Again, hit that like button. Don't be shy, okay? It's only going to help me out. It's going to help other people who are interested in this type of experience. They're going to be able to jump over here and start streaming at a high level on GeForce Now, you all. All right, so let's not stop that from happening. Okay, now we're going to get started right here. I assume we're going to skip the sign in or login process. We don't have to worry about that. We're going to hit play, and I think we're already going to be set to 4K resolution because from what I understand, the ultimate tier will automatically set your games to 4K and maybe even some of the highest settings automatically. All right, so we're going to take this time to hit Control plus G because one of the most requested features, questions that people have is how do you turn on the performance overlay or statistics overlay or whatever you want to call it. You can hit Control plus N, but as you see down here, it says statistics, Control plus N, change format, and then you can make that standard or compact as you see up there. I like to just hit Control plus N. It's very simple for me. Okay, and so that's how you do that. And if you wanted to move it around to another location, you can go to heads up display and then you can position that bottom right. Okay, we got bottom left, and then upper right. So I'm going to leave it on upper right now, and we're going to jump into this character creation screen, and we're going to see how this thing looks and runs on GeForce Now. Now my character is probably going to look like trash. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to spend any time on the character right now because I know because this is early access, they're going to be making constant improvements and updates to this game at times. So I'm not worried about how my character looks right now. But man, we're talking Baldur's Gate out of nowhere on GeForce Now. I'm very happy with that, and I know millions of players are looking forward to this one to drop on PC. So here we go. I think I may even skip this, even though these cutscenes are beautiful and I absolutely love them. I'm not gonna waste time. Let's see if we can skip it. I may not be able to. Yep. And we're just gonna go in just like this, Acolyte Venture 4. That's simple. This is gonna be her companion. Boom. It is what it is. So let's see where the FPS counter lands in game. I will take a moment to go into settings when I can to see if we have everything maxed out, because that's the only way we know how to do it over here. using the RTX 4080 super pods. You have to add super pods, you all, because the super pods is what's powering things. And I'm talking about like what? I don't even know what it is, like an exaflop, petaflop, whatever of performance, you all. And we're talking teraflops, right? But the super pods are so far beyond that. It's just crazy, y'all. You're talking about possibly thousands of RTX 4080s available at our leisure. I don't even know what else to say. So let's go up to options. We should be at 4K. Yep, automatically set to 4K 120. I wasn't expecting that. 4K 120 right there. Full screen, VSync disabled. I did this before I went live. Okay. There we go. Overall quality. Okay, I have it on custom because I like to tweak things, but you can also hit auto detect right there for all you PC enthusiasts who don't have time to do all that. And then there we go. So everything's good. DLSS, we need to turn that, and that's with DLSS off, by the way, but let's put it on quality because we're talking about Nvidia GeForce NOW. So anti-aliasing, just for the heck of it, we're gonna put it on SMAA. Ambient occlusion is on, God rays, bloom, subsurface scattering. All right, now I wonder if the final build is gonna have more features because we're talking about PC, but if it doesn't, it's okay with me because this game is already looking like it's beautiful. But here we go. I'm gonna use the keys to move the camera, and then we can click in these types of games. You just hold the left mouse button and then it'll take you where you need to go. Okay. Already looking beautiful. And this is a game we're gonna sink hours into once the full release happens. But I am gonna be playing this game for anybody who wants to see how it runs on GeForce NOW as well. Okay. Now we have some cool abilities down here. We have more abilities right there. We have a whole lot, you all, and I'm not gonna get into them. I've never used this character or this race before or anything like that. So let's keep on going. Let's see, hold on, wait. I know there's a place I can go, like an elevator or a lift or something like that. Haven't played this in a while. All right, go on through. She's taking her sweet little time. Is there a way I can make her sprint? Can't remember. But the game is beautiful right now. Look at that. Again, another game that's back-to-back games at over 100 FPS. We're talking about over 100 FPS, of course, with DLSS on. But if I was to turn it off, I'm sure I would get close to 100, if not over 100 FPS anyway. Okay. I know some people have their thoughts on DLSS and frame generation and stuff like that. But I'm like, people, when it looks like this, and it feels like it does with low latency or no latency, I don't know, people. I can't complain. I'm gonna let other people do all the complaining. I'm just gonna do the gaming. But look at that, beautiful. It's crazy. I wanna look out here. How do I turn this? Man, let me pick up the controller real quick. On the fly, we're gonna pick up the controller. I just wanna swing the camera around. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. Man, I can't remember how to play the game. Man. So I know the game has controller support. Okay, but here's a good look, a quick look, just a quick look. I'm gonna practice up a little bit and then I'll go live so you all can get a real idea of how the game actually performs. And if you want to see me get deeper into the storyline, then I'll be able to do that for you. But not right now. For today's stream, that's gonna do it, you all. I have to eat dinner and everything, and then I'm gonna be going live, and I don't know on what game. It could be this game, could be more Dying Light 2. Let me go ahead and quit out. It could be God of War, New Game Plus mode. It could be Far Cry 6. You know, it could be Destiny 2, Battlefield 2042 because Battlefield 5, I think all the players are finally going over to 2042. I was on it yesterday and there was a full lobby, but I think there's a lot of fun to be had on 2042. A Plague Tale Requiem maybe. Star Wars, I just beat this one the other day on GeForce Now. RTX 4080 SuperPod. Ridiculous performance, you all. I loved it. I have videos on the channel. Check that out. Apex Legends maybe. Now, I want to remind people that we have complaints all the time about the games that's not on GeForce Now yet. But I asked the question, what about the games that are on GeForce Now? Are we not going to play those? Are we tired of all these games that's evolving all the time with DLC and content? And I don't know. I'm just asking. Metro Exodus PC Enhanced Edition. Loopmancer, a game that a lot of people may not even know about. Cyberpunk 2077. Life is Strange. Midnight Suns. I'm just going down the list. Marvel's Midnight Suns. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Splitgate. Portal with RTX is available now. Fortnite and more, y'all. Okay? Bright Memory Infinite with frame generation DLSS 3 support. And the list goes on and on and on and on. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream today, you all. I hope you enjoyed it. For real. I'm going to be doing this every week, you all. All right? So do come back for more. Subscribe to the channel today. I am cool. I will answer questions if I can. I've dropped a lot of links like Nvidia's customer care if you're having issues and things like that, as well as status.geforcenow.com to see when the SuperPods will roll out in your area or your region and more. So check that all out, you all. I do it for you all each and every time. Until next time, there's 3 things I need you all to do. That's keep it safe, keep it positive, and keep it gaming. We're out of here, you all. It's been another fun one.